feedback on the last clip. Got a lot of feedback. We'll deal with it when we get in the map. You know what I mean? I got a lot of feedback. You know, I did. A lot of people saying that, oh, you're fighting bots. I didn't choose to fight a bot. I didn't choose to do that. Anyway, listen, I hope your day's going well. Whatever you're going through, I hope you find an outlet for it that is healthy, that is freaking, you know, that's good, you know. We got to address some things. We have to address some things. Happy Saturday. If you celebrate the Sabbath and you feel it falls on today, salute to you. Yeah, we got to address some things. I'll wait till we load in. Because there's one person in particular that I really, really want to speak to today. But we're not going to do that until we get in-game. Like, in-game. Listen to me. You see what that says? Solo. Bingus. You. Get in here and face me. Bingus on TikTok said, gang, I wholeheartedly feel like the bots would be a harder challenge if you were facing me. Bingus, I'm calling you out. Come see me. Pull up. I don't want to hear any excuses. Pull up. Bingus, this is Double N 517 challenging you. Get in here. You know what I mean? You won't get any shots off. You will get 0 shots off, gang. Now that we addressed that, let's get into it. You know what I mean? To anybody listening right now, if you're going through something and you feel like it's just the worst thing ever, man, or if you feel like you don't want to go on, seriously, because like there's a mental health crisis in America. My advice to you is get your favorite food, take a shower, do some laundry, listen to your favorite music, play your favorite video games, and just wait one more day. Just wait another day. Just hang on for one more day. You never know. You might feel better. Feelings can change. Even if you're waiting for your situation to change, feelings can change. So it may sound cliche, but don't make permanent decisions based off of temporary emotions. Just wait. See how you feel. Do some self-care and come back to it. The Bible says, do not worry about tomorrow. Today has enough to think about. I'm paraphrasing. Sometimes that's the best advice. And then when you're able to, do what you can, man. And you got to remember that this is your first time doing this whole living thing, unless, you know, you believe in reincarnation and you remember existing as like a caterpillar. So just keep that in mind, man. Just hold on for one more day and see if you feel different. Faced. Bingus, that's for you, Bingus. Bingus, that would have been you. You know what I mean? Faced. Outside of a cabin. You know what I mean? Next to a trailer. You know what I mean? Bingus, that'll be you. That's for you, Bingus. Shoot. Pull up. Double N 517. Anybody, look, anybody on TikTok talking crazy, pull up. Pull up. Bingus, that's for you. Anybody on TikTok talking crazy. That was a shoddy trap, by the way. For everybody asking, what's the shoddy trap? What's the shoddy trap? That was the shoddy trap. You see how I put that down? Then she ran up and got faced? That's a shoddy trap. Bingus, that was for you. You know what I mean? I see all the, he's facing bots, he's facing. Pull up. Just pull up. Let me see you in game. I see a lot of Fortnite experts in the comments. I see a lot of y'all. Pull up. Pull up. Just, hey, pull up. That's what I got to say. You say that I'm trash and that I'm just playing against bots and blah, 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 blah. Listen.
Double that if you want me to smile.
I'm not a master builder. I ain't, but I tell you what, I've been doing this since GoldenEye. I've been doing this since before a lot of the people commenting were born. I can tell you that. I've been doing this since Perfect Dark. I can tell you that. Y'all don't even know about that. Y'all wouldn't even survive a day in Perfect Dark. The graphics would melt your brains alone. You couldn't handle it. You guys need all these nice, shiny graphics and all. Bruh. I've been doing this since Conker's Bad Fur Day. Y'all don't know about that. Y'all are whippersnappers. You know what I mean? So I wanna let y'all know. You can talk crazy. Bingus, you could talk crazy. But run up on me in game and it's not gonna go how you think. It's not gonna go how you think. This is over 20 years of shooter experience. And I'm not even saying I'm an expert. I don't sit here and play this all day. I don't. Just run up on me in game. And I'll show you. I'll show you. That's all. We can move on too. I just want to make that clear. I see the hate. I see the talk on TikTok. Bingus, I hear you. What's some other names? Hermes, I hear you. Exotic Valid. He said, had to put this in 2x speed. You were taking so long. I hear you, Exotic. Pull up. Pull up. You know what I mean? I put a shot 2x speed right between your eyes, bro. Bow. Faced. Anybody on TikTok, pull up. Double N 517 is the name. Come find me in game. And if anybody watching right now, and look, let me not talk too crazy. Because I know that pride goeth before the fall. Shout out to Colonel Fox. Pride goeth before the fall, so I'm not going to talk crazy, gang. There may be some bots in here, so I'm not going to talk crazy. But I tell you what, pull up on me in game and watch what happens. Just watch. I'm going to move on. We're going to talk about some different topics, yada, yada, yada. But I just had to get this straight. All y'all little wannabe shooters out here. All you little wannabe shooters out here who just started playing Fortnite with your new fancy controllers, or you just started playing video games when the PS5 came out. Even some of y'all who started when the Switch came out. Some of y'all who started on Wii. I've been doing this since Animaniacs on Super Nintendo, gang. Animaniacs, brother. I'm just letting y'all know. You know, I gotta let you know who I am. I didn't just... Now, this is a shooter. This is a shooter. You can tell this is a shooter. Right here. Now, that I'm happy to lose to. That right there, DJ Donuts, salute to you. That's a shooter. I could tell by the movement. Had the victory crown. You earned that. For sure. You got that. The rest of y'all scrubs on TikTok, no. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. You can't talk crazy to me until you see me in the field, gang. Bingus, I'm talking to you. Who else? Who else? Peak, aiming with a controller not that hard. Pull up. Pull up. Tiny Turtle, haven't touched the game in years, have all the fun you want, but you'll get clowned for posting a clip killing a bot. Pull up. Pull up. You act like I called the bots and said Autobots assemble. What it really is y'all are so used to scrolling on TikTok, just commenting on things, on people who are really doing things. Y'all backseat. Y'all sit here and backseat. You know, you sit here and watch what we do, and then you feel like, look, pull up. And that goes for you wannabe rappers talking crazy too. I hear what some of y'all have been saying. Some of y'all little wannabe rappers who talk crazy about artists who post music. My email is 1000winters@gmail.com. 1000wintersmedia@gmail.com. Send the beat, you will get bodied. And you could talk crazy. You could talk crazy. You could say whatever you want to say. Send the beat, and you will get bodied. For sure. For sure. And that I can say with 100% certainty. I gotta talk. I gotta say this stuff. If you get on a song with me, and this is something that I've been writing since I was 19. I started late. 09. You can talk crazy about video games, about whatever. But if some of y'all little rappers, you do not want to see me at the 16s, bro. And you can laugh and joke. Some people say, oh, battle poetry, oh, whatever. You can say what you want. If you send a beat to me and we each have a 16 and the format is hip hop, you will not win. As a matter of fact, it'll be destruction. It'll be Armageddon. Guaranteed. You can't punch like me. You can't do stories like me. You can't do none of that. You know what I mean? I just want to put that out there. Because if you don't say who you are, people will just try to kind of paint you however they paint you. I'm not even going to go after her right now. People will just paint you however they want to paint you. You got to say who you are sometimes. You rappers talking about doing shows. Gang, I had a label. I had my own label with artists signed. Come on, man. We wasn't doing stadiums, but a clean 1,500, that was nothing, bro. That was nothing. You ever stood on stage in front of 1,500? Or a house show? You ever stood on stage in front of 5? You know what I mean? Those are the most intense ones. Bengus, come see me, Bengus. All right, we'll get into some topics. I just had to talk real quick. I had to let them know. People be talking crazy. Like, there's people who, a lot of them is bots, but there's people on TikTok who really have not done anything, bro. Nothing. And all they do, they're expert commenters. And it's crazy because I always used to make fun of people who address this kind of stuff. But it does need to be addressed. Y'all commenting, critiquing people's Fortnite clips. When did you start playing video games? Like I really want to start asking questions. Is that supposed to be Howard Stern, I think? I want to start asking these questions. You're commenting. I see the comments, and I appreciate the engagement. Like, don't get me wrong. Talk about how I'm shooting bots all day. But let's have another conversation. When did you get in this? With the raps, do you know your elements? And in hip-hop, or in video games. If you're talking crazy, we're in a Simpsons map. When did you start watching The Simpsons? You know what I'm saying? We playing video games, right? When did you start playing video games? Do you remember when the Dreamcast came out? Were you alive when the Dreamcast came out? Because I had the Sonic Adventure joint. Had to go to Best Buy to get that thing. You know what I mean? Somebody letting it go. Let's go. We'll do some confrontation. Based. Could be a bot. I don't know. Could be a bot. Could have been a bot. I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't know. I know they're not here. That's what I know. I know they're gone and I'm standing right here. And now look, if it's a bot, how are they watching me, y'all? How about that too? Do bots get to watch you? So when you eliminate a bot, they also watch you too? I could be wrong. I don't know. But I see that little 2 in the corner. I do see that. Dang, so bots, when you eliminate them, they can watch you too. I didn't know that. That's crazy. But yeah, we gotta start checking these people credentials, bro. You hear people. If I hear you talking about video games, if I hear you talking about shooters, when did you start playing video games, man? What's the first shooter you ever played? We need to start asking these people in these comments on TikTok and YouTube who are talking so brazenly. All right, you want to talk about how I'm doing at this shooter. When did you start playing video games? What was your first shooter? What's your first one? Mine was probably GoldenEye. Then I played Perfect Dark, fell in love with Perfect Dark. I was like, wow, this is GoldenEye. But when you shoot them in the face, their head moves. That's fire. And there's vehicles. That's fire. What's your first shooter? You know what I mean? What was your first gaming experience? What's your first video game experience? Did you know? Final Fantasy VII actually helped me with my reading skills growing up. I used to go to my babysitter, and my big homies would play Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. You know what I mean? I remember my big homie at the time. You know what I mean? He's not my big homie anymore. That's like a different story. But I remember he had to graduate for college. He was about to go, or he was going to leave for college. And while he was going to move out, he was running Final Fantasy 8. He had to finish Final Fantasy 8. So I have it's hip hop and video games is not like I don't even really do these like online service games. I don't believe in, the game died. What you mean? I got the disc. How's the game dead when I'm playing the campaign? You know what I mean? But yeah, we gotta start checking credentials, gang. Who schooled you? Who put you down with video games? You know what I mean? Who put you down with video games? What's your introduction to this lifestyle that we all participate in? What's your introduction to it? You know what I mean? We gotta start asking these questions. You talking about hip hop? I see people commenting on hip hop, and you gotta watch out because these mainstreamers infiltrate everything. Mainstreamers infiltrate everything, and then what they do is they try to tell you what the rules are. You can tell because they usually lead with hate for something. Like with hip hop, this Drake versus Kendrick thing really exposed a lot of Drake fans are just mainstreamers. They didn't study the elements, number one. If they hate on the elements, I'm gonna be real, they not down. They not down, they just shoobies, they just casuals. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to say, if you hear them talking about, what the old people did, forget what the old people did. No, part of hip hop is knowledge. We respect the culture. Drake versus Kendrick, you hear him talking about, should I sneak him? I'm gonna try to sneak him. Drake versus Kendrick, you hear him talking about, who's hitting me? They got that. Drake versus Kendrick, you hear him talking about, Kendrick is the worst thing. DJ Academics. Kendrick is the worst thing to happen to hip hop. Some of these people, especially some of these black people, hate black people, bro. Some of these people who have infiltrated these cultures hate the cultures they're part of. That's what mainstreamers do. That's what mainstreamers do. They get in and sort of act like parasites in a culture, and they hate on it. They hate on it. You could tell the people who really have love for the cultures they're part of because they will salute people. You know what I'm saying? But you can always tell a casual because they usually lead with hatred for the culture they say that they're a part of. If you are saying that Kendrick Lamar is trash because he beat Drake, we can't take you serious, bruh. You must have not. If you're saying that Kendrick Lamar cannot rap, or if you're saying that Drake cannot rap, or the product that Drake puts out is not hip hop, you really aren't part of this culture. If you're running around, trash talk is normal. Both video games and hip hop are rooted in the spirit of competition. But if you're just running around hating on people, hating on streamers, posting clips, all this stuff, especially if you're doing it from a private page, bruh, you're a parasite. You're a parasite. You're not really down with the culture. You're not really part of this culture. You're a parasite. You're just somebody who is looking for somebody to hate on. And I think it's really important for those of us who have been in this to speak up. We need not necessarily gatekeeping, but we need people who have been rooted in certain cultures to speak up, because a lot of the new age mainstream way is just hate on everything, hate on everything, hate on everything. The next time somebody hates on you for a gaming clip, ask them, how long have you been playing video games? Ask them, how long have you been even playing video games? Were you even alive when the GameCube dropped? Were you alive? Because the first game that I ever saw, I believe, was Animaniacs for Super Nintendo back in the day. But I started on Sega Genesis. Cyborg Justice. You know what I mean? Me and my brother had no idea what we were doing, and we thought it was just a game where you had to jump over missiles. Then we figured out we could move right, and we were off to the races. You know what I'm saying? Comic Zone. Some of these titles, a lot of y'all on TikTok won't even know about. Don't talk to me about video games if you don't know about Comic Zone. It hit different. Ain't that what J-Main say? Do your homework on Comic Zone, bruh. For y'all hating in the comments, for y'all self-proclaimed video game experts out there picking everybody's clips apart, do your homework on Comic Zone, bruh. Do your homework on Sonic Adventure 2. Do your homework on Sonic and Knuckles game. Do your homework on Sonic and Knuckles. You understand? Do your homework on Pitfall. What do you know? Y'all commenting. We really got to start checking these people's credentials when they start talking about video games. Y'all commenting. Tried to run. Caught her right in the shoulder. That's crazy. If this game had blood, I'm not gonna lie, it would be pretty fire. But yeah, what you know about Pitfall? What you know about Lion King game? The Lion King game. Shotty trap. Double shotty trap. Double shotty trap. Almost got him. Almost got him. Do your homework on the original Lion King for Sega Genesis and the rage that we all felt. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's what I'm saying. You talking to somebody who struggled through Lion King on Sega Genesis, gang. You can't talk video games to me. You can't talk video games to me. What are you talking about? You just started playing when Last of Us 2 came out. What are you talking about? You just started playing when Destiny 2 came out. You just started playing when Fortnite came out, game. You can't talk to me about video games. You can't. About the art of video games, you can't. You don't know. You weren't there with Sephiroth and Aerith back in the day. Not Aerith. Aerith. I know her original name is Aerith. We have the US version on PlayStation 1. You can't talk to me about that. You ain't never played Jak and Daxter 1 and 2 and 3 in order? What you know about Ratchet and Clank? Come on, man. Come on. What you know about Clay Fighter 63 and the third, gang? I could go all day. All day. What system you want? Luigi's Mansion? We talking about Luigi's Mansion? What we talking about? So look, I could go all day. In hip hop, don't talk to me about hip hop if you don't know who Master Ace is and whose style, what famous rapper, world famous rapper is doing a parody of Master Ace mixed with Redman. Don't talk to me about, you can't talk to me about these things. Y'all gotta slow your roll, bruh. Where are your credentials in these cultures you're talking about? And I can extend this as far as I need to because there's tourists everywhere. Politics. Don't talk to me about Democrats and Republicans if you don't know about the party switch, gang. You know what I mean? Don't talk to me about politics if you don't know about the party switch, gang. How about being a good person? Don't talk to me about being a good person if you can't point out one racist. Being a Christian. Don't talk to me about being a Christian if you can't list anything that Jesus said, if you don't love your neighbor, if you aren't respectful to immigrants? Come on, man. Come on. There's too many tourists out here. And those of us who really have been 10 toes down, and maybe we didn't go for the bag. Maybe we don't, as far as video games. Maybe we don't have the newest PlayStation 5 with all the upgrades. But I know about the culture. See, these new people, all they can do is talk about their newest upgrade that they bought. Because that's what they did. You see them in here. The ones with the newest skins. It's not even a person. Now that was a bot. We gotta get out of here. Noob side bot. We gotta get out of here, gang. How we get down? Can we get down? I wish I could parachute. We gotta get out of here, gang. We gotta get out of here. Too many people. Way too many people. So I just had to go on a rant real quick, you know what I mean? Stop letting casuals and people who have no history in these cultures, who who ain't been through what you've been through, who weren't there for cultural moments, who have no cultural cachet. Stop letting them try to make you feel inferior for any mistakes or issues you made. You want to talk about bots? Have you fought Dr. Robotnik in Sonic Adventure 2? Have you done that? You want to talk to me about bots? I know about bots, all right? Where were you while we were waiting on Duke Nukem 3D? Where were you? You can't talk to me about this. You can't talk to me about it. Come on, man. Where were you? Where were you when we were playing Duke Nukem, gang? You weren't around. Some of y'all weren't even born, gang. That's a shooter, I could tell. What did he just throw? I don't even know what that was. Cobalt slingshot. Interesting. I haven't got one of these. Hamburguesa. Dang. They over there scrapping whoever it was. Who is that? Oh. Why'd that work on me, though? I really thought it was people. Is that somebody? Nah, that ain't somebody. But yeah, you gotta start checking the credentials of some of these people talking crazy, bro. You have to. If somebody comes up to you talking crazy about a clip that you posted, especially on Fortnite, you gotta ask them, were you alive when the Dreamcast dropped? Were you alive? Did you ever play Sonic Adventure 1? Have you ever played an original Sega Genesis or an original Nintendo 64? What are we talking about? You can't talk to me about shooters if you never played GoldenEye, bro. I'm different. You can't have these kind of conversations with me. You can't. We got to start standing up. Those of us who've been part of these cultures for a long time, we got to start standing up. We got to start speaking up for what the culture is, because these tourists will come in and just hate on everything, trample everything, and just start flexing the new skin they got on Fortnite. Like, all right, bro. I'm glad that you spent some V-Bucks and got a skin. I'm glad. Have you ever played Perfect Dark? No? Don't talk to me. We don't have anything to talk about. Oh, bro is serious. Yeah, bro is serious. Now that is somebody, again, that I can respect. You could tell, look, I respect that. And if you got skill, hey, I salute it. I don't care if you just started. The person playing right now, who is this? Let's spectate. Who is this playing right now? The person playing right now has skill. Look at that. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to this, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to this level of skill, because I don't care about Fortnite that much. But if you talk about hip hop, for sure, all day. But you know, I could. Dang, they out here building entire neighborhoods. Look at that. Oh yeah, these are the kind of people you just kind of stay away from. Even he dipped. Look at that. These are the kind of players I'm just happy to be, you know, I'm just happy to be here. Let's see. Let's see. Nope, he didn't do it. See, I'm just studying right now. Big Terp 21, salute to you. Shooting into the storm. All right, we got to look. All right, let's see. Now look. He's a builder. But what did I tell you about these players? They are not shooters like that. He wasn't even leading the target. And look at me critiquing, just like I said. He's a builder for sure. He's Bob the Builder. Can we fix it? He's not a ooter like that. He's not a ooter like that. Now, the person he was just fighting was definitely not a ooter like that. You know, I'm gonna try some zero build just to see how I do. I just want to see. Now, I bet you there's somebody else wilding in that too. But all right, let's see how Big Terp 21 does. He don't even know. He's on stream right now. 4 left. Now, I'm wondering what's making him look into the storm like that, like he sees people, but hey. Let's see. A lot of jumping. Not a lot of sliding, a lot of jumping. Quick with them doors, quick with the building. He's already got 500. He's already full, but oh, so we got those items. Got it. All right, he's got action. Let's see. Long range. All right, run into another builder. Abandon that plan. Let's see. Now, for some reason, he's still on. I wonder if that's a strat, but he's got wood equipped. Pause. Not steel. Not even brick. Pause again. Snuck him. And look how fast. Look how fast. Now, how is he? Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. How is he building brick without brick equipped? How is he doing that? How is he building brick without brick equipped? You see he's got wood highlighted on his screen, right? How is he building brick? I didn't even know you could do that. I thought you could only build what you have selected. Maybe somebody can explain that to me. Somebody in the comments explain this to me. It looks like he has wood selected. Pause. How is he building brick without having brick selected? I don't get it. I'm sure somebody knows. One of you know-it-alls on TikTok or YouTube, let me know. How is he doing that? Final 3. I feel like this guy's gonna win. I feel like he's gonna win. Let's see. He still has not selected steel, and now he's building with steel too. How is he doing that? He just got... How did he just get 500 brick that fast without picking it up? Maybe I didn't see him pick it up, but he just went from 0 to 500 real fast, and I didn't see him pick it up. How is he building without spending any resources either? How's he doing that? He just built a whole bunch of stuff and his numbers didn't go down. You could see it. So yeah, people in the comments, I want to know if someone could tell me, how is this person, Big Turp 21, how are they building brick and steel while having wood selected? And how are they... See, look, he's building with steel, but he doesn't have steel highlighted. And how did he replenish his numbers without picking anything up? I'm sure somebody knows. I'm confused about that, though. I thought you had to select steel to build with steel. Apparently you don't. Maybe he's on PC but I don't know. When I play, whatever I have selected, that's what I build with. Some people are saying it's a bug. Shouldn't be happening. Builder, not a ooter. I see why people play zero build, because they're, you know, they rely on the build so much, but they don't have the fundamentals of gunplay. I still think he's gonna win though. 2 left. Oh yeah, it's over. See, I don't even want to play against people like this. Oh no, my rice. I'm cooking rice. I think my rice is burning. I don't want to miss this though. Here it goes. 2 builders. We got 2 builders. Let's switch to the next one. All right, we got this. Who is this? Josh on business. Josh on business is smooth with it. Look at that. Now look, his numbers are going down. His wood numbers are going down. Oh yeah, that's a bug. That's a bug because it's not selected when I'm watching either. Oh, there's 3. There's 3. Here we go. All right, there's 2 left. Who is that? That looks like Fry, but with black hair. Here we go. Sending shot. He's ducking behind cover. Here we go. Doesn't see. Hiding behind there. The storm is coming up. She's going to have to leave. She's pushing forward. Here we go. He's going up higher. I got to practice. The next time I get in, I'm going to practice building like this because they just building entire mini malls. Look at that. Nice block. See, this don't even seem fun to me. Here we go. Shoddy trap. Shoddy trap for the win would be crazy. All this building. Look at all this. Who's got it? Who's got it? Who's got it? Oh, it's right above him. Right above him. That's it. That's it. Oh, wow. Look at that. Blocked at the last minute. Now he's just out in the open. She doesn't know he left. She doesn't know he left, I don't think. Uh-oh. She doesn't know he left. She's still focused on the old structure. There, all right, she sees him. What's going to happen? Josh on business. Trying to complete it, trying to finish it here. Down below, the circles, storm is coming in. Uh-oh, here we go, here we go. Wow. There it is, it comes down to a shooter, and there it is. Josh on business. With the W. Very smooth. Very smooth. This makes me not want to play ranked. This makes me not want to play ranked. Now that I know there's people like this running around, I gotta practice. Shoot. I have got to practice. I'm gonna go check this rice. All right, so I gotta practice building like yesterday, pretty much. I gotta practice building like now. All right, so we gonna work on building. We in the building. You know what I mean? Master builder. I don't think I have a verse. Oh, I do have a verse. I'm gonna step it up. But see, I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna rely on building ever. Too heavy. I'm gonna do it a lot now, but I'm not gonna rely on it too heavy. Like I seen, let me see if I can do this. I don't think I could. Like, how did they drop and then stop themselves from falling by building? Like, that was crazy. I don't even think I could do that. I also am not gonna ever be one of them players that where you see him doing all this extra. Nah, man. I think it's because I'm a little old school. I'm still in awe at the graphics. I'm so glad that I grew up in the '90s, bro. Like I said, I'm so glad that I grew up playing Comic Zone, Gunstar Heroes. Oh my goodness, can't forget Gunstar Heroes. These glitchy, messy titles that a lot of players wouldn't even be able to do. Quest 64, GoldenEye, these, man, I'm like, yo, I'm in a three-dimensional cell-shaded representation of The Simpsons right now, gang. Like that's Moe's, gang. Like, let's go inside of Moe's, you know what I mean? I'm so glad that I grew up in, like, a lot of people playing might not have even seen The Simpsons, gang.
Moe speaking. Is Seymour there? Last name, Butts. Just a sec. Hey, is there a Butts here? Seymour Butts? Hey, everybody, I want to see more Butts!
Yeah, I'm never gonna be one of those players that's just freaking snapping around. I'm not. I like to experience the game, win or lose. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just start practicing building every chance I get. See, I'm not even. I did all that for no reason. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't lean too heavy on building because I'm not Bob the Builder, but I'm a shootist. She just sat there. Oh, snap. Who just did that? Dang it, that shotgun is so slow, yo. I gotta keep practicing building, bro. I have to. All right, let's try zero build just for kicks. Let's try it just for kicks. Oh, we could try blitz too, but what's the countdown? Why are people saying? Why are people saying that? Why are people talking Cameron and J. Cole about who's better rapper? Yo, I saw people talking about this Big Sean, Janae, Aiko situation. I'm just not even gonna say nothing. Let's see how we do. I thought I was in zero build. Oh, okay. I made no shots. Wait, what? What's happening? What's happening right now? Why is this happening? What's going on? What? Why is that happening? Why are they not doing any damage? I don't understand what just happened. Okay. That's weird. The timer is not running either. I'm getting out of this. I'm getting out of this. I don't know what was going on in there, bro. All right, we'll call it a day for now.